This is Emmanuel Macron's first state visit, and it's to debt-laden Greece. Macron is in Athens with a delegation of 40 French business leaders to explore trade opportunities. And his tone has been conciliatory.
Type de désastre.
I would like to salute all the reforms that your government has supported, but these reforms have to go together with a collective commitment to handle the debt of your country. Some mistakes have been made and the Greeks have paid a heavy price. And now we need to find a way towards reconciliation between responsibility and solidarity between member states, without which Europe will collapse.
Macron's visit will open doors for French businesses to invest in Greece and participate in its recovering economy. Athens has relied on international rescue loans since 2010, and both countries believe the debt crisis is not just Greece's responsibility.
The Greek crisis was simultaneously a European crisis. So Greece's exit from the crisis will suggest the final end, Europe's exit from the crisis. So the final end of the crisis for Europe.
But the French president is also concerned about China's heavy investment in Greece. Earlier this year, Athens sold a 51% stake in Greece's largest port, Piraeus, to China's biggest shipping company, COSCO, for $338 million. In June, China's largest utility company, State Grid Corp, acquired 24% stake in Greece's power grid operator, AFMEA, for $356 million. Macron's also on record for saying China's growing investment in Greece could pose a problem for the sovereignty of Europe. And perhaps an even bigger dilemma for NATO, whose military commanders are increasingly distraught over China's strengthening toehold in the Western Alliance's front yard. Sourav Roy, TRT World.
And our editor-at-large, Craig Copetas, joins me now live from Paris. And we're just waiting for Craig to come up. There he is. Hello, Craig. Craig, how is Emmanuel Macron going to do what he's planning to do? He's got enormous problems back home, doesn't he?
Well, sure he does, but Macron's trying to steal center stage from Angela Merkel, who doesn't like Greece, who the Greeks don't like. In fact, while he was in Greece today, he also contradicted Merkel by saying, well, Turkey should perhaps be part of the European Union, when Merkel said just the opposite. Macron's acting as the great conciliator here. He wants to bring jobs down there. He wants to boost the Greek economy, and he wants to boost Greek spirits. Macron, from day one, has been against the way the German banks and the Troika have been handling Greece. So this is a quite important trip. And remember, he's spending 2 days there.
So, Craig, what's in it for him?
What's in it for him is the ability to reshape the European Union. Remember, part of his master plan is to essentially defenestrate the European Union and create a union that actually works with less bureaucracy, something the Brits could not accomplish, so, they Brexited. Macron is also aware of a number of studies, most recently a Brookings Institute study that says that the increase in EU unemployment is strongly correlated to an increase in support for populist and anti-establishment political parties. There's been a decline in trust, Brookings says, actually equals a decline in unemployment. And at the top of this list in Europe is Greece, with over 20%. And of course, Greece has a populist politician. So what Macron wants to do, I'm told by people at the Elysee Palace, is he wants to bring Cyprus back into the fold. And so far, he seems to be doing a pretty good job of it.
Interesting. Now, the other part of this, of course, is China, as Sourav said in his report over there. Does France have the financial wherewithal to offset the kinds of investments that China can bring to Greece?
No, of course not. Like I said, this is a pep talk that's going on down. France will do some investment there, but no one can match the state-controlled economy of China. Their investments in Greece, their investments in Africa, these are scaring a lot of people, mostly the folks from NATO right now.
Okay, Craig Copetas in Paris. Thank you ever so much.